My name is David Jones. I'm a Professor of Environmental Science at Bangor University. What we're doing at the moment on the COVID-19 crisis is using sewage to monitor the amount of disease that's circulating in the population. I think most of you know that you can spread the disease by coughing, but also at the same time you're emitting it in your poo, so that every time that an infected person goes to the toilet, essentially a virus goes down the sewage pipe and goes to the wastewater treatment plant. We then turn up at the wastewater treatment plant and we can take a sample of the wastewater that arrives there, and we can measure the amount of virus in it, and particularly that allows us to see how much virus is spreading within an urban centre, for example. So we've been sampling places like Cardiff, and we can see that there's hundreds of thousands of people connected to the wastewater treatment plant, so we can monitor the amount of virus that's circulating in Cardiff, not by going around and sampling individual people, but just taking a sample from the wastewater, which basically takes all of the sewage from everybody and mixes it together, and we can get an estimate about whether the virus is going up in the population or coming down, hopefully. And the idea is that that'll be able to tell us that when the virus is disappearing, it gives us an idea about whether to sort of lift lockdown measures, whether people can go out. It gives us a sort of secondary check on the system, really. Why we got into this was because we'd already been monitoring viruses in wastewater for things like norovirus, winter vomiting bug, and we just applied the same principles to coronavirus. In the future, we hope to use this technology to monitor other diseases as they circulate around the population. You can use wastewater for monitoring all sorts of things that are circulating in the human population. For example, the amount of drugs that people are taking goes out in your urine to the wastewater treatment plant, so you can measure the amount of users at a particular time. You can monitor the amount of diseases. You can even monitor the amount of coffee that people are drinking by the amount of caffeine that turns up at the wastewater treatment plant. So that's what we're doing. Sewage sounds like a bit of a dirty business, but actually it's an amazing resource that we need to tap into more. Thanks.